Seattle won the toss and deferred, and Jason Myers will boot it out of the back of the end zone. So Sam Darnold and company will take over from the 30. Off the fake, dump it down. Jordan Addison's been red hot over the last month plus, and he picks up 9 to start the day.
Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
Here's another element to this offense. A very solid run for Aaron Jones as he takes a first down into Seattle territory.
He's the guy who he's with every single day, communicating constantly.
His quarterback coach. Out of the backfield, a very good pass catcher is Aaron Jones, and a positive play on first down.
All game long, look for him to wreak havoc on the edge.
Here is Jones again on that edge, and this time he'll get tumbled down by Devin Witherspoon, a physical corner who tackles well in space for the most part. 4-man rush. Darnold in traffic, incomplete for Jones. Twist up front, gets picked up. Hawkinson, leaping grab, both feet are down for the catch, and a first down. And this is what TJ Hawkinson has been doing.
Well, check out this route by Hawkinson out on the edge, working the outside with Jenkins and then getting the pick inside. Just that natural rub by Jalen Naylor, number 83. That's exactly what you wanted. Once again, you can't both play press coverage on defense like that.
Back to the ground game and Aaron Jones, and a solid run. C.J. Ham was in motion, the fullback. Darnold on the comeback route for Jordan Addison. Adjusts around Devin Witherspoon. It's a first down to the 17 of Seattle. This is where you said Darnold's been very good in the red zone this year. Swing it out just over the arm of Nwosu into the hands of Aaron Jones, and a gang tackle by the Seahawks at the 10. Penalty-wise and with some frustrations, he's not on the field on this drive. Jones gets swallowed up for a loss back at the 10 by Leonard Williams. On the 11th play of this Minnesota drive to open the game, it's a pass past the sticks for a first down to the 5-yard line, grabbed by Justin Jefferson. Darnold over the middle, got a man, got a touchdown to Jordan Addison. His 5th touchdown in the last 5 games, and the Vikings strike first.
He wants to work this slant up top. Sam Darnold's eyes are going to go right there to the right. And then he feels the 2 defenders on Justin Jefferson, and he knows to get back over the ball. That little sit route, he barely hit his back foot. I mean, his cleats weren't fully. That's precision in the passing game.
Will Reichert, his 3rd game back from injury, makes it 7-0. Had the big 4th down conversion. And the Vikings are on the board first. One of the best first-quarter offenses in the NFL. Here comes Kenny McIntosh for the Seattle Seahawks, and a solid return past the league average of the 30-yard line. A gap between the center and the guard. First down, handoff. It is Kenneth Walker, and welcome back to the lineup with a good gain of 6.
Was around 70%. This year, around 70%. Dipped a little bit last year.
Right back to Walker, and he'll turn it into a short gain to set up 3rd down and short. Shout out to the state of Minnesota. Play clock's winding down, though.
Oh.
And Duluth leads to a delay of game.
Duluth, the shores of Lake Superior.
Offense, number 63, the 5-yard penalty.
Zach Charbonnet, who's been red hot as of late, he's the back. Here comes the pressure. They drop 7 back. Geno Smith taking a shot downfield, incomplete. Trying to find Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Get Charbonnet, get up in here and block. And here come the pick games we talked about. Right on the rookie, number 63. Charbonnet cleaned that thing up. He took the hit to the next level and gave him plenty of time. Now Njigba just needs to find a way to get that left arm free and get 2 hands on that football.
Brandon Powell is back to return. A 56-yard punt by Dixon, and indeed Dixon pins him inside the 10. Let's see if Seattle's defense can do something with the negative field position. Aaron Jones, slippery, is able to pick up about 10 yards. Some of the penalty issues, the DPI he's had, last week, had an unnecessary roughness penalty, so maybe trying to send a message to the third-year man out of Texas San Antonio. Jones out of Texas El Paso picks up the first down for Minnesota. Already got his first 1,000-yard season, or first year with Minnesota, a 1,000-yard season, I should say. Jefferson had to readjust on a throw behind him. He's able to hold on and absorb the hit at the 30. Is in the driver's seat for the #1 seed in the NFC, and Minnesota needs to win to keep pace. Jones keeping the offense churning, a first down to the 35-yard line.
When another team drops a game like that, you can't mess around, especially on the road.
Here comes Jones again, and a gain to about the 40-yard line. Now looking for another throw. On the move, and incomplete. Trying to find Jefferson, who had Reek Woolen on him that time in coverage. Loudest it's been at Lumen in a couple of weeks. Darnold on the move. And it's dropped by Addison with a big hit by Josh Jobe.
Well, watch him in the middle here. Sam has to exit the pocket. He feels the pressure on the edge. There's Nwosu, who we talked about. I love the position of this football. Addison's just going to sit down, and Jobe, credit him. He got beat, but he finished the play, and he finished through the football.
He's out there for special teams now. Ryan Wright boots it away. 51-yard punt grabbed by Jalen Darden, one of the new additions for Seattle, and immediately the best special team tackler for Minnesota, Trent Sherfield, is there. Seattle starts this drive from the 13. And a good run by Walker. And he solidly takes it out for about 11 yards. And a huge break for LA and Seattle as they try to contend for the division crown. Geno Smith off the back foot. And an extension for the grab by Pharaoh Brown. Just his 7th catch of the season.
But look at this big target up the seam. They're going to work these seams versus single high. Geno Smith basically just threw him an alley-oop, and he went and caught it at the rim. I love that release point by Geno Smith. Hasn't had to move it all today. Look for that to be a factor potentially later on. And right on cue, here comes the jump front and the A-gaps at him.
Here it comes. So they're going to bring 4 on that, and this is how you contend with the blitz. You go out to the perimeter to your running backs. We saw a lot of that with Chicago in the minimal success they had. 2nd and short. Smith protected again, and a fluttering ball is grabbed in traffic by Jake Bobo. Just his 12th catch of the season. Start of the 2nd quarter, Geno Smith with a fresh set of downs, and a man in the flat, and Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's able to work his way past the sticks. But again, these two teams win out, and they win their divisions. Little end around here for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Seattle's been doing a little bit of this. Smith lofts it, looking for Metcalf. End zone shot. He's got it for the touchdown.
No bones about it. It's one-on-one on the edge. Metcalf on Gilmore. They wanted to test out that hammy early for Gilmore, and that's what Metcalf does best. Gets physical at the beginning and late in his routes.
Where has DK Metcalf been?
And a touchdown to the big avatar, DK Metcalf.
Myers with the touchback. And now Darnold. Akers is the back to start this Minnesota drive. And Leonard Williams brings him down after about a 3-yard gain. And showing safety pressure as well. Here they come. Darnold under pressure gets rid of it. Incomplete, and Devin Witherspoon.
The Vikings on this exact blitz earlier in the year, they ended up beating it by accident, not that time.
And now 3rd down for Darnold in a collapsing pocket. He lost the ball for a moment. He ends up with it, but Jaron Reed got after Sam Darnold that time and knocked that ball loose. It's 4th down.
Well, watch Sam Darnold hit his back foot. He wants to cut this ball loose. I'm not so sure he won't be happy that he didn't get this ball airborne. He held on to it at the last second and finally got to it. But Jaron Reed dislodged that football. My man went down on the
I
celebration.
think he'll lose a little bit on the dismount. Ryan Wright trying to boot one away. Better than a 50-yard punt, grabbed by Darden. And weaving his way out near the 40-yard line. A solid return, but there is a flag thrown back at the 23.
During the return, personal foul, blindside block, number 29. The penalties have to distance the goal. Seattle keeps the ball, first down.
Because of the journeys that these two have been on, and each of them are seeking their first division titles in the NFL. Year 7 for Darnold, year 12 for Geno Smith, who tries to find his target on the left in Metcalf. Good coverage.
Wow.
That was excellent work all across the board. Second down for Geno. Spider-Man number 2 dumps it off for Kenneth Walker the third, and he gets grabbed by Blake Cashman. It is 4 bodies and a spy. Smith to the outside. Lockett makes the grab, but short of the sticks with Byron Murphy Jr., second-round pick by Arizona in 2019. Dixon looking for a big leg here. Fair catch signaled by Brandon Powell. And decent field position coming for Minnesota. Darnold faked it to Jones. Throws it to the flat for Jones. And now go right back to Aaron Jones, who's had a dozen touches in this first half already. On second down. Darnold, in cut, catch made. And Jefferson has it out to the 31-yard line in Seattle territory and gives that patented little finger wave. Fake it to Jones. Dump it the other way for C.J. Ham. And the veteran fullback with a good gain. Here's Jones. And he got close to the sticks, but Jaron Reed was right there to wrap him up.
And the linebackers to the right.
So Darnold looking left, floats it, end zone, Addison, and it's punched away by Reek Woolen on a big-time 50-50 ball.
Well, this is a speed receiver matchup versus a big, long corner. He got him on the initial move. Woolen did not use his hands on that. I mean, that's 6'4" versus 5'11". You got to get your hands on him or that guy can run right past you.
A little bit of a bobbled snap that time, but they got it to Jones for the gain of about 2. Play clock winding. Darnold looking, moving, scrambling, and brought down. We'll check the penalty flag on the far side of the field.
Offside. Defense number 22 lined up in the neutral zone. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, third down.
Trey Brown, who's active for the first time in 3 games. Second chance for Darnold. Throw an end zone for Jefferson, and they cash in with a touchdown.
Well, they're going to leave it one-on-one here. You see the safeties inside. Their eyes are helping those 4 interior receivers. And then Sam Darnold just dots him right on the Seahawks eyeball. And then he taunted him after.
I think that's why we see some laundry in the end zone. We'll see if that ends up being the case for a penalty.
I think he did the gritty right at Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Conduct taunting, Minnesota number 18. That's a 15-yard penalty on the try. This is number 18's first taunting penalty in terms of disqualification.
He has 4 in his last 3 games now. Now it's a long extra point try, but Will Reichard is true. And it's a 14-7 lead for Minnesota.
They're
incredible work by the guys in the truck.
That's what we do.
Kenny McIntosh with a touchback. For more on Darnold, down to KP. Play action fake. Nothing downfield. Forces a pass, not a good one. And Dallas Turner, the rookie, has the first interception of his NFL career.
Well, you got some great looks to run it with the YY wing set, but instead they're going to throw it and watch Metellus. This is just a hustle pressure He's going to force Geno Smith to cut this ball loose, and Noah Fant got undercut right there by Dallas Turner, and that's exactly what Coach Flores.
For Geno Smith, that's his 14th pick of the year. Top 3 in the NFL in terms of most interceptions thrown. Play action. Darnold chased and brought down. Boye Mafe, the former Minnesota Golden Gopher star, comes up with a sack against the Vikings all the way back at the 41-yard line.
With Cam Robinson, who came over from Jacksonville, watch the pressure on the left by Mafe. This is what Kevin O'Connell mentioned to us about that last-ditch effort to strain. Use your athleticism, whatever it takes. But Sam Darnold also has to know your time clock is so important.
They'll go underneath, and Jefferson will get chopped down. Good snap, good hold, and Reichard continues what has been an excellent rookie season. But Mark, you said it. Reichard will go a little shorter this time. It's still going to land inside the 20, so you have to return this ball.
And a flag.
And there is a penalty marker on the near side of the field. Well-placed kickoff by Reichard.
Illegal formation on the kickoff, Seattle. They only had 2 men below the left side of the hash mark. The 5-yard penalty, it'll be first down, Seattle.
I think it's important to understand for Seattle, just right about 3:30 left. You got all your timeouts. Nothing wrong with getting back to that run game.
And this is kind of an extension of it on the perimeter with Walker, but he is only able to get back to about the line of scrimmage. Byron Murphy was right there.
Commit to the run game.
Try to let him eat, but not a whole lot there. Good job by Theo Jackson and Pat Jones.
Look at Shaq Griffin and DK down here at the bottom.
Geno Smith floats it out there, and it is incomplete. Trying to find Smith and Jigba. Byron Murphy is giving him the finger wag.
Well, watch this matchup right here. Smith and Jigba in the slot where he's been deadly all year. And Murphy knew he could only touch him for 5 yards. Didn't panic. Caught up to him. And it just ends up being a long foul ball. See, almost grabbed that shoulder.
On the bottom side of the 2-minute warning.
Just too quick of a possession for me. That's why you got to run the ball.
Very little time came off. Brandon Powell with a fair catch on a 51-yard punt. There's some of the noise. Darnold out to Jones in space. Wow. And that ball got jarred loose, but they're going to rule it an incomplete pass as Devin Witherspoon came over to jar Jones. Seattle bringing pressure up the middle. Darnold tiptoes away, throws on the move, and it's incomplete. Stunt up front. Darnold towards the sticks. It is caught but short. And Josh Jobe runs over to make sure Jordan Addison did not get to the line to gain. It's a gain of 7. And this is what Seattle's done well this year, forcing 3 and outs. They get a crucial one here. Booming punt by Wright all the way back inside the 5, and Jalen Darden grabbed it, and he doesn't have a whole lot of room.
And the lone mistake when he had to scramble, remember that.
Geno Smith over the middle in traffic, and DK Metcalf holds on at the 31 to the line.
Well, that's McCain's ball, all the way missing Harrison Smith on that. He hesitated a little bit, and that gave DK Metcalf the chance to bend in there on that in route before he took his shot.
Ball start, offense, number 67. In lieu of a 10-second runoff, Seattle's taking their first charge timeout. This is a 30-second timeout.
You better get your hands on him early in these routes to slow him down.
5th Seattle penalty makes it 1st and 15. What a throw by Geno Smith, and guess who? DK Metcalf right back toward the 39-yard line.
Eat up some of that space.
Smith looks left and throws, and another completion, and Jackson Smith and Jigba is out of bounds inside Minnesota territory. And now he goes empty set, Four-man twist. Smith down the middle for Jackson Smith and Jigba, and somehow he came down with that ball.
Are you kidding me, Adam? Look at that. In between three defenders, and Murphy was all over him. You see McCain there immediately, Bynum there immediately. Look at these guys, how far off the line of scrimmage to get a running start.
And they're going to bring an extra body. Five-man rush. Smith steps up. Smith throws end zone. Incomplete, but a penalty marker on the near side of the field. And DK Metcalf still jawing away against Stephon Gilmore.
Prior to the pass, holding. Defense number 2. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Ball's in the red zone. 24 seconds and a timeout. Extra body coming. Geno Smith floats end zone, touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba's in the end zone.
Well, watch Murphy right inside. He's going to get picked. Right there. Watch him get picked in that traffic pattern. And that left just enough space for Smith and Jigba. This time he got caught up in it, and that resulted in a touchdown.
3-point ball game late first half. The first 1,000-yard season in his career. Or last, I should say. Here's Ty Chandler on the return. And he gets chopped down. After missing 2 with the hamstring injury, the penalty, and then Seattle's able to cash in. Smith found both Metcalf and Smith and Jigba.
All right, guys, quick halftime break. It's a good time to mention this. I've just set up memberships for this channel. Basically, if you want to keep these games going and, support the channel as well, this is the best way to support that. Starter is $2 a month. MVP is $5. With that, you can literally request any game or full team season, and I'll get it uploaded in a timely manner. Everything towards that goes towards keeping this channel running and NFL Plus subscription, which is how I'm even able to do this. So no pressure at all. Just a like and a comment is enough. But if you guys want to take that extra step, this is great. So link is in the join button on the main channel page. But here's the second half. Thank you.
And a 12-2 mark, trying to get to 13 wins. Just the 4th time in their franchise history. Seahawks trying to keep pace with the Rams. It is McIntosh on the return and is able to slip through and takes quite the hit.
And Seattle marches down 88 yards and scores. Now they get the ball again here to try and take the lead. That was a huge momentum shift. Look for Seattle to try and capitalize.
And Kenneth Walker III gets wrapped up immediately by Jonathan Grenard. 2nd and 7. Another check down. It is Walker in the flat. And he's able to slip initially past Cameron Bynum and then dive for a first down.
Get the dog the ball, baby. And this guy has second effort all over his game. And I love.
Now it's Kenny McIntosh getting the carry. And the second-year man out of Georgia, just his 15th carry in his NFL career, goes for 2 yards.
And I'm a little surprised, too. We haven't seen any Charbonnet.
He's had a pick 6 this year against Aaron Rodgers. He's going to back into coverage. Here comes Smith and Jigba, and Murphy is there. Brings him down in Minnesota territory. 4-man rush. Geno Smith throwing down the sideline, and a flag is thrown as Tyler Lockett was matched up with Stephon Gilmore, 2 guys who have played a lot of football in their careers. Here is Walker, and a short gain, but a flag thrown on the far side of the field.
Illegal shift. Offense, number 19, did not get set. The 5-yard penalty, no first down.
Geno Smith, kind of an inside screen that time for Walker, and the Vikings rally to the ball and prevent any gain.
These screens on the edge outside, and he's going to try and get the block right there. He needs another block inside from JSN on Cashman. I know he's given up some pounds in that matchup. If you want to catch the ball at receiver, those backs got to block for you. You got to block on the edge for them too.
Smith steps up and just punches it ahead for Walker. Goes right into Cashman. Geno Smith lofts it up there for Metcalf, and it is incomplete. It was nearly a pick. for Shaq Griffin. Got 4 inches and about 30 pounds on Shaq Griffin. Myers. That is a perfect kick. And this game is tied.
It just lacked conviction for me. Earlier in the game, he's been so decisive. Ball out, hits his back foot, distributes the football. I love that they were running the ball.
Speaking of the run game, Aaron Jones really had to widen out.
Wow.
Holding. Defense, number 99. That's a 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Darnold, nowhere to go. And now we'll throw to the flat for Jefferson, who makes himself available in front of Witherspoon. It's a gain of 5. On the outside for both teams, baby. This is your game. Back to the ground, it's Jones. And a good run to set up third down and short. Sam Darnold will try to pick up a rare first down in this game on third down, and he does with a diving sneak to the 46-yard line.
Illegal formation, offense. Number 75 was on the end of the line. That's a 5-yard penalty, third down.
Darnold throws sideline and a tight window toss for Justin Jefferson against Reek Woolen, and it's good for a first down. Essentially, you got to always have that in your back pocket with your receiver. Flag is thrown, so's that ball. It's caught by Hawkinson. 2 penalty markers come flying in as he takes it down to the 33, but we'll check the penalty marker here.
Well, watch Hawkinson. He's going to rip through the middle of the field, give him a little pastry at the top of the route. And on Jenkins, see right there, the little head movement, and then explode out of the cut. Rayshawn Jenkins just a little too physical on him.
Darnold with time, and that is off the hands of Josh Oliver.
And now they got to bring the corners over, so you know it's man-to-man.
There'll be a handoff here for Aaron Jones. A short gain to set up third down, and that's been one of the success stories for Kevin O'Connell this season. 4-man rush. Darnold has that one batted at the line of scrimmage. And Jarran Reed has been impactful all day long.
Well, he's trying to work this out route up top, and then Jarran Reed's going to get his big paw up in the air that you mentioned, Adam. Right there, working on the double team. Doesn't quite get the push he wants, so he puts his eyes on the quarterback immediately. If you don't get penetration, you got to get your hands up.
That one was looking a little tight, but Reichard, site of a very entertaining ball game so far with a lot of playoff implications. Vikings have Green Bay next week at home. Plenty to decide in these final 3 games of the regular season. Not much there for Walker, and that's a big body.
This week, it's 5 blocks of granite. You got to credit that O-line today.
Now you get second level pressure from Cashman, so he gets to Geno, who's able to find Smith and Jigba and turn it into a very short game. Smith up top, incomplete for Smith and Jigba with Byron Murphy in coverage. And Smith hit the deck that time. Dixon had to readjust the ball and just got it away before Kamu Grugier-Hill almost blocked it for Minnesota. Good adjustment by Dixon. From the 16-yard line. Minnesota starts this drive with another crack toss for Jones. And a good run as he picks up about 5. And he and a handful of other guys in new spots doing good work this year. Out route, nice sliding catch past the sticks by Jalen Naylor. Why this run game is so important for Minnesota. It helps the play action game as well. We've seen a lot of this from Darnold. That maneuvering in the pocket and a diving catch by Justin Jefferson in Seattle territory. Through the traffic.
You're exactly right. And this guy can straight up fly across the field. He looks like DiCaprio and Catch Me If You Can, man. He goes too fast for these defenders to latch onto him. You could zone him, you can man him, you could double him. It doesn't matter. 18's going to get his.
You could throw at Jefferson this season. He has seen. And now right back to Aaron Jones, and whoa, Kobe Bryant filled the gap. Seahawks loading the line. Zone blitz that time, and Witherspoon was right there on Jefferson. Darnold, dot, short of the sticks, incomplete for Hawkinson, and it's 4th down. Inside the 10, Darden with a fair catch this time. In motion Walker for a pass. Quick throw on the inside and out of the slot. Jackson Smith and Jigba gets a key 1st down. Sidearm sling out of the reach of Noah Fant. Andrew Van Ginkel had the coverage the pressure that time, beg your pardon, on Geno Smith. 5-man rush. Walker is in on pass protection. Smith in trouble, has to launch it away. Again, you see the different spots. Smith dumps it off. Here comes Charbonnet, and the first time Zach Charbonnet gets an opportunity to touch the football in this game. It's a 13-yard pickup. He gets the fake this time. Smith comes back to his right off the second read. And a catch in traffic is made by Smith and Jigba with Murphy and Cashman sandwiching him.
And they're really getting to the line of scrimmage, trying to identify the defense and make a call based on the look.
Cashman grabs Walker, who surges for an extra yard or two. And on the other side of the break, it's going to be 3rd down and short for Seattle. Seattle since 2009. They're up by 3 in the 4th. Geno Smith just got a huge break. Blake Cashman should have had the interception.
Cashman was all over this throw, and he must have just missed him because he's got the back in the flat, and that's a 3rd and short. You're trying to take a shot. You see the way Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker can run downhill. That one shocked me.
Well, now it's a fake. It is Julian Love trying to get the sticks. Let's see where they spot this football. And Julian Love is pointing for a 1st down, and it is a 1st down, a roll of the dice.
Look at that direct snap to Julian Love, and I'm glad the offense didn't throw a fit for not going for it with the offensive group, and that makes a lot more sense on that 3rd down call from Coach Grubb.
There's Jay Harbaugh.
Gutsy call from the logo. Are you kidding me?
Now 2 flags come flying in for the Minnesota side of the field.
12 men on the field. Defense in formation. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
I imagine because you went from special teams right back to your defense in kind of a quick change format after the fake punt. Metcalf on a fake orbit. They give it to Walker. That gets blown up by Jonathan Grenard. Ball came out.
But watch, they're going with this designer screen, fake the ghost motion around, roll Geno to the right, but Grenard, he was a dropping defender on that one. They give so much freedom to Grenard and Van Ginkel on the edge, and that's where they made.
They drop a man off the line of scrimmage more than half the time, by far the highest percentage in the NFL. Geno Smith looking for Jackson Smith and Jigba off target.
And then it's man-to-man, 5 guys on 5 guys underneath because the quarterback can't scramble.
Smith trying to climb the pocket, and right on cue, Van Ginkel brings him down for his 10th sack of the year.
Well, watch Van Ginkel right here. He's going to get attention from 2 offensive linemen, the right guard and right tackle, Lucas and Laumea. And then when Lucas comes off to block the edge, there goes Van Ginkel all over it. That's their first sack in 34 dropbacks. Just a 4-man rush. I mean, that is incredible luxury for defense.
Powell will bail out, and Dixon will boot it in. It's a net punt of 39, which just got a stop after its first sack at a big moment in this game. It sets up Darnold and the Vikings up 3 at the 20. Addison on the screen. And a good job in space by Josh Jobe. Darnold maneuvering. He's done a lot of this at opportune moments this year. The slide in front of Ernest Jones will set up a more manageable third down. Move Jefferson to the slot that time. And Darnold down the middle into a very tight window for Hawkinson. Woolen and Love were there to team up to prevent the completion.
Well, watch the in route right here by Hawkinson. All the attention's going the opposite way. Look at, you see Julian Love looking the other way, so Sam Darnold wants to work him on Woolen one-on-one. That's what we mentioned off the top, Adam. When those receivers...
Ryan Wright boots it away. 55-yard punt. Jalen Darden brings it back. Evades the first wave, trying to get to the sideline. And a decent return past the 30. Have not scored in the last two drives. And some movement before the play with some of the shifts and motions.
Ball start. Offense. Number 88. The 5-yard penalty, first down.
When drives have been third down and 10 instead of third down and 5. It's been a factor in this game. Here's Smith on the rollout, looking for Barner. Trying to make up for that penalty and maybe a little purpose on that catch and run. He gets the penalty yardage back and a little more. Spots for all these receivers. In fact, 9 different receivers have a catch from Geno Smith today. And now trying to burst one of their best runs of the day. It's Walker, but a flag down at the 40-yard line.
Holding, offense number 86. The 10-yard penalty replay, second down.
So Ryan Grubb has to call a play for 2nd and 16 instead of 1st and 10 at midfield. Geno Smith dancing away and finds a man near the sticks. It looked like Lockett had just enough awareness to know where the marker was.
He wanted to avoid third down.
Number 16 needed 16. He got one more to get the first down. And now it's Kenny McIntosh on the move, and Blake Cashman makes the stop, and McIntosh with a run of about 9. Right back to the fresh-legged McIntosh. His third carry, back-to-back now. Here comes pressure from Metellus. Smith off the back foot. Smith and Jigba trying to get away, and he does for the first down. Blake Cashman had him. Pressure coming from Minnesota. Geno saw it, got rid of it. And it's a first down for Noah Fant, who powers his way down into the red zone.
This time Geno wanted to get a good look and get him in the right play.
And it is a scramble out to the right. Smith pumping. And on that bad right knee, Geno Smith finds a positive play with his legs. 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. Here's Walker. And it's first down and goal inside the 5 for Seattle.
And then they got Bobo on the bubble potentially.
Run inside. It's Walker, and it gets jammed up by Jonathan Bullard.
Good Murphy. There he goes, big man.
In motion to Charbonnet. Shuffling. Not much there. Vikings get the stop. It's third down and goal.
Well, right here, this is a huge block on the edge for Van Ginkel. And there goes Byron Murphy II having to kick out for Barner. Barner misses inside the last 2 plays. One interior poor block.
3rd and goal from the 5. Charbonnet's the back. The 11th play of this Seattle drive. It is Smith for the lead. It is caught! Touchdown! A.J. Barner. Seattle has the advantage for the first time today.
Wow, watch Barner work to the back end line. They kept Farrell Brown in. They kept the back end in protection. Ran Smith and Jigba right through it. And let's check his hands. Are they under this football? He got the back half of that ball.
Wow. They took a look at it. It is good, as is the extra point. And Seattle, after trailing by 10 late in the first half.
Really matter. Back end line, top shelf throws, face mask and higher. Let your guy go cut it off.
That's where Seattle has really struggled in the second half of the year in the red zone. Oh, some movement. You saw it too, right? Off the right side. I think it was Brian O'Neill. And Williams loves it for Seattle.
Ball start. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Jefferson lined up in the backfield that time. Runs that choice route, and he stumbles ahead, stepping out of bounds to stop the clock at 4:15. Darnold. He's got plenty of space, trying to outrun Witherspoon, and he will. He'll stop the clock. With over 4 minutes left, it's a first down for Minnesota. Off the play fake to Jones. Darnold running out of time. Hit as he throws, and a rolling Ernest Jones was hoping for the pick as Jaron Reed closed the space on Sam Darnold. Darnold under pressure, and down he goes. There is a flag thrown as Byron Murphy II, who we saw in the last offensive series.
Look at Sam. He's walking gingerly.
Personal foul. Face mask, defense, number 91. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Off play action, stepping up, launching downfield, and it is caught! Twisting, turning, touchdown, Jefferson! Minnesota's back in front.
This is an incredible throw. Quick play action. He gets up to the line of scrimmage, but look, there's two defenders here. There's no excuse for that guy to be open like that. Sam got absolutely smoked after he let this ball go. You see, two bodies near. Julian Love just a little late to the party on that one. Uncharacteristic by him. Prize fight. I love it. Coming down to the wire. Big NFC matchup.
And both of these teams fighting for titles in their divisions. From the 30. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Geno Smith over the middle. It's a completion. And here comes Noah Fant, who's had a few good catches today. Takes that out to the 48-yard line. And right now, it's key for pass protection as well. As Minnesota brings an extra body. It's in the hands of McIntosh, and he tiptoes along the sideline and gets the extra yardage for a first down. Here comes a blitz again. Geno Smith looking for somewhere to go, and Andrew Van Ginkel with his second sack of the day, and the second for Minnesota.
Once again, they're going right back to the well. Bring 2 on the back, make these 2, sort out 3 of them, and Van Ginkel's going to loop inside there, boom, work the pick game, and they eventually get to the quarterback. Defensive team meeting in the backfield.
They didn't have a single sack on their first, approaching the 2-minute warning. Smith loads it up, and it is nearly picked off on what would have been a fabulous play by Gilmore. It ended up hitting the deck and coming back into his hands. It would be a 61-yard field goal for Jason Myers, who's a good distance kicker. They've got to try to make it easier if nothing else. Smith dumps it off. It's Charbonnet. Key yards right there. And a good stop by Theo Jackson. A slight breeze at his back. The kick is up. It is on the way. It is no good.
Yeah, this isn't over at all. Seattle needs a big stop on defense and get ready for some runs.
Here comes Aaron Jones, and a short gain. Seattle will use their second timeout here.
And they're going to try and get the ball back to their offense with just under a minute.
So now Jones on the toss. So there's the Seattle stop. They'll use their final timeout. It's a fake to Jones. It's Darnold, and he's going to go down with 1:41 left. Derek Hall will get credit for the sack. Jalen Darden is the return man, just his 3rd game with the Seahawks. Right, good hang time, good angle, and he'll send it out of bounds inside the 20.
Just extend the game as long as you can. Expect coverage from Seattle or from Minnesota.
Trying to go about 45 yards, no timeouts, and a whistle with a flag before the play. Another procedure penalty on the Seahawks.
Offense, number 72, 5-yard penalty, first down.
So they'll head 5 yards. Got to go about 50 yards now to get into field goal range. And Geno Smith wants a chunk. Bad throw. Picked off. Ball game. And Theo Jackson, with his first interception of the season, seals win number 13 for the Vikings. And they keep pace with Detroit at the top of the NFC. Wow.
Well, Geno's upset. He's expecting DK Metcalf to break that route off there. DK kind of oozes out of the top and stays vertical. Kind of quits at the top right there, and Geno's expecting him to jump in front of the safety's face. And that's a timing route all the way, those bench 7 corner routes.
30 of them this season for the Minnesota Vikings. The only team with a takeaway in every game this year. 13-win combatants. The Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And yet another one-score win since Kevin O'Connell took over. 31 of them since Mike Zimmer had his final season in Minneapolis and O'Connell took over. A tight win for Minnesota.